are you doing today? I am here with a Goodwill haul. I haven't done one of my junkin hauls in a while because I haven't been to the thrift stores or flea markets in some time. But I actually went yesterday because school was canceled, but the roads were really fine by the afternoon, and I had been inside for like 4 days. I was getting a little bit stir crazy, so I just, went milling around. So I've been watching a ton, like literally a ton of organization videos and like DIY room organization, room decor videos on YouTube when I've been kind of snowed in, because you guys know one of my goals this year is to try and get my house, a little more OCD organized. I want it to be, perfectly organized, and so that's kind of one of my goals throughout this year. And so I thought I would go to the flea market or Goodwill and see if I could find like some little things here and there to organize with that would be cheap, because I don't want to spend a lot of money on like really fancy organizers and stuff like that. I just want to improvise with things that I have or things that I can find, for pennies on the dollar and still get the same effect of being organized. So my next project that I would like to tackle is my kitchen. My kitchen is very, very small. My kitchen cabinets are crammed, like they're literally crammed with appliances and stuff like that. And so I obviously need to go through and pare that down and organize it more, because I have very limited cabinet space and I want to make sure I'm utilizing it to the best of my ability. So anyway, I did find a couple of organization things and then some just random items like always, and everything I'm going to show you cost $16, not a penny more. Alright, so the first thing I found is actually one of these corner tiered shelves. These you can really put anywhere, but you're going to see them a lot in cabinet organization videos. If you have, a cabinet, you can shove it in the corner and use this as a spice rack or for plates or for pots and pans or lids. You can put like a frying pan on each tier just to make it less of a mess. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use this for. I will probably use it as a sort of spice rack in a corner cabinet, but this was $3. And you can see the price there. And actually it was broken when I got it. Well, not really broken. When I found it in the Goodwill, it was missing these two screws right here. That is not a problem. I have screws and a screwdriver at home, so I took it home and fixed it in like 30 seconds. And this is like a really nice wooden one. It's not even like a cheap plastic one. I looked these up on Amazon. They're like somewhere around $6 to $10, just depending on the brand that you get. So for $3, I thought that was a great find. It is perfect. It was just missing the two screws. I've already repaired it, so whenever I get around to organizing, I have it and it's ready to go. Alright, the next thing I got is just another wire shelf. You can get these at Walmart, and I have bought several of them from Walmart. This one is taller than the ones that I have. It's like a foot tall, and this actually folds in. You can take these little arms and you can fold them in to store it if you're not using it. And these are normally like $4 or $5, and this one was only, you can see it was $1. So I thought something that's normally like $4 or $5 at Walmart, I could get it for $1, and that would be a great thing. I don't know if I'll necessarily use this in my kitchen, but my thoughts are that I will turn it upside down and use it for a storage piece for the lids to all of my frying pans and pots. I don't want to spend money on one of the really fancy little lid organizers, so I'm thinking if I put it this way in the cabinet and put the lids vertically, I can fit a ton of different lids here, and it also will kind of flex in and out a little bit to put the lids in and out of it. So that was kind of my thought when I saw it, to turn it upside down and use this to store lids to my frying pans and pots. So I'll have to see if it will fit in the cabinet, but that was my plan for it. And since it was only $1, if I don't use it for that, I can put it in my closet or anywhere I need just an extra shelf, and it was only $1. Alright, next up, I have a bookshelf in my back bedroom, and one of the tiers of the bookshelf doesn't quite have enough books to go all the way across, and so they kind of just fall over, and right now I just kind of let them fall over. And I've been needing some bookends, but I really couldn't find any bookends anywhere, and the ones that I did find were like they weren't heavy at all, and they weren't substantial enough to actually hold the books up. And so I just haven't bought any, and I've had a hard time finding some for super cheap. But I actually found a set of Bookends, and these things are so incredibly heavy. The bottom is filled with sand, and they weigh a ton. I was carrying these around the store like, oh my gosh, I better hurry and go because these are wearing my arm out. So this set, they're just kind of taped together, and they were $4, and they have this really ugly and strange like AstroTurf on them, and obviously there's a hole in the middle where something was. I don't know if it was like a golfer or something, but apparently they have removed the figure. But what I did before I bought them is I actually peeled this little AstroTurf up on the side. And you can see it's just kind of like a plain cement looking thing at the bottom. So I think I'm going to peel this off and probably spray paint them or glue a different figure on top of them. So I was looking for little ceramic figures to glue on top. And then maybe spray paint it or whatever. This is going to be kind of like a DIY project, but they are super heavy. So I'll probably just go ahead and set them on the shelf right now to hold the books until I have time to, you know, spruce them up a little bit. And so I was looking for like some sort of small ceramic that I could maybe like hot glue there. And I found these figures, and I found them very intriguing. Now, I looked these up online because I had no idea what they are. They looked like some sort of foreign ceramic art, and so I wasn't sure. And they were next to a whole bunch of like German figurines, so I didn't know if they were German or what. These are actually knockoffs of a Royal Dalton set of figurines. The Royal Dalton figurines are, they would be like antique or discontinued, and the real ones have the Royal Dalton emblem on the bottom, and these obviously do not. These are some mold that someone has made from the Royal Dalton figurine, and they're like knockoffs. And it says John's mold. I don't know who John is, but he made a spin-off or a dupe of those antique figures. And if these were like the real deal, the two of them together are worth like $250 at an auction, which I thought was interesting. So I have like a cheap replica, and these were $4 a piece. So it was $8 total for them. And so they're not real. So what I was thinking is, after I peel up the AstroTurf, I might find a way to attach these to the end of the bookends, and I would have the guy on this side, and obviously on the second bookend I would have the lady. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with them, because I just found these pieces to be very unique. This one is called the Balloon Man, if it was like the real figure, and it's like an elderly gentleman, and he just has his balloons, and the one with the blue balloon is apparently like supposed to be worth a lot of money, but of course he's fake. And he's just sitting there. He's got like a little hobo bag almost, and he's got something in his hand. I don't know what it is, and he's holding his little balloon, and I just thought it was interesting. I like really unique, you know, things. And this lady, she almost looks like a babushka or whatever. Like, she's got, I don't know, this kind of, this is why it looks like a German figure to me. She's got this strange like hat, and it looks very folkloric, and you've got like her little shawl, and she is, I think she's like the balloon seller or something. She had like a different name, and she's got a basket with flowers, and she is also holding her colorful balloons. So I just found these to be very weird, very strange, and definitely conversation pieces that I want to put in my house, because I like weird things like that in my house. So yeah, that is all that I got. I just got 5 items, and it was a total of $16. So I got a lot of organizing pieces, and then I found the weird random figures. So anyway, that is what I found at the Goodwill store. I got some home organizing stuff that I will utilize whenever I get around to it. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you next time. Bye!